But this is the original world. This is before it became a realm. So we're going to jump right into this, and I'm going to show you guys this before we jump into the realm proper, just so you can kind of see how this has changed. And if you're watching this as part of I Like to Like Things, which I am appearing on at some point, if you find this video after that point, awesome, welcome. Shout out to my man Chris Brayton. I absolutely love him. Now, this is one thing I have to do for you guys. I'm not going to show you anything just yet, because particle effects, I noticed, are the worst. Like, particle effects are really bad. And I'm watching it back in the stream replay, and it actually looks pretty good and not too framey. But all those particle effects I was just seeing, all that rain, can't have that. It's going to kill me. So there we go. So I'm going to start over here on this little structure I have over here. And we're going to kind of face... This is... Just remember this picture kind of mentally in your head, because this is what you're going to see again when I join my realm, because this is where I saved myself, so that way you kind of load into the same thing. So just kind of take this in. Empty island over here. There's a boat randomly there. There is this little island with cactus on it, and then these are my kelp farms. These kelp farms, there is a fourth one of these in my realm. And these are just my little kelp farms. This design has changed. I'll show you how it changed when I get into the realm, but basically... And yeah, I don't even have all these hoppers down here anymore. There's now a water flow system with ice and everything. But basically, these observers, as soon as the kelp grows up in front of one of these observers, it sends a redstone pulse down through this little thing here. You can see the redstone goes underneath here and goes down into here. And it will trigger some pistons, which will break it off at level 2, pop all those things right up, and they'll come flying right up to the top. And yeah, like I said, there's a fourth one of these now over here in my new world. I probably could build more of them, but right now we're not really having an issue with the inflow of the kelp system. And this is pretty much the whole thing right here. This is pretty much all we have. And come look at this just sad-ass storage system. This is my storage right here. Just a whole bunch of boxes all over the top of an island. My friends Mandy and Tommy joined my world. That's when I started the realm. That's when I loaded this in and made it a realm, was when they joined. So I got little chest here, and I went end raiding and, you know, got a bunch of shulker boxes, got them some elytra, got them some okay armor. It's not the best or anything like that. Some tools and whatnot. Just things of that nature. Some food, ender chests, some rockets that they can use, things of that nature. Where'd the ender chest? Why doesn't Mandy have... Whatever. I guess it doesn't matter because this is like a 6-month-old world at this point. And this is pretty much all that's here. I can show you one other thing, but it's exactly the same in the realm. But you can see it there in the distance. It's a mob farm that doesn't work. So, more's the pity, but that's okay. And first, let's show you down here. So this is the old school, and this is very old school Minecraft. Do not, guys, please, if you're somebody who loves Minecraft, if you play it a lot, or if you watch a lot of other YouTubers or anything like that, play Minecraft, please do not judge the super old school Minecrafty enchanting room, okay? Do not judge it. It just kind of was what it was, and I had to make do with what I had. There's all enchanting stuff and whatnot. Got a little thing here. Got a little fishy in there. That's our water, and then obviously our potions and stuff. This is the kind of map as it exists in this game, and kind of take a mental picture of this, because we're going to see this again, of course, when we join the realm, and you'll get to see how much all of this has changed. A lot. So we're going to come down these stairs here. In my realm, these are no longer here. You can no longer get in here down those stairs. There's a different entrance. There's a couple different entrances, in fact. But we're going to go down one level to the old, and I've rebuilt this, and it's now bigger and uses smokers, but I'll show you that when we get to the realm. But this is my kelp auto smelter. So basically, if we break in, sneak in behind the curtain here. What the... I really thought that was going to work. I guess this is in a time before I had ever opened this back up. You'll also notice, guys, how plain all this is. It's all just stone brick. No block variations, no different textures. Andy, welcome. Thank you for coming by. But you'll notice, look at all these textures. Look at this plain stone brick. Just lame, plain-ass stone brick. Nothing new, nothing fancy, nothing changed about any of this nonsense. We go down here, and this is kind of my little redstone testing facility in here. Got some nether brick in here, which I'm converting into red nether brick to build a project that I still haven't done like 6 months later. Sorry. And this is just kind of my little redstone test facility. So that, of course, will sit in there, and that will just fire out those items until that is empty, because it's sending an update to this comparator, which fires the piston, and this observer causes this to continuously keep firing every time this gets updated. And this is just another variation of kind of the same thing. And you can see this sends an update out, and then every time that ticks off, that will go through just like that. I found designs for some contraptions that work in Java. I've never found anything that works really good in Bedrock Edition, which is what I'm playing. It just doesn't work right. You know, it just absolutely does not work right. Andy, you'll have to let me know. Am I sounding loud enough over there versus the music? Because I can tweak one up or one down if I have to. This goes nowhere. There's nothing here. This is where my storage area is in the future, which we will obviously see. And I want to go in the nether just real quick, just kind of show you what I got going on over here. And you'll see this is just a big plain cobblestone box. Got a little bridge out here. This goes that way. There's a blaze farm somewhere out there. And then we can also go this way. And then this goes down here into a huge nether wart farm that I built down here. And there's a way over, I think, is it here? Is it in this world? It's got to be. Yeah, I've made it to the, because obviously I've made it to the end, so it's got to be over here somewhere. Over there, is it? Yeah, it's somewhere over there. Where the hell is it? Now I don't know where it is. Oh, you know what? I think it's down below somewhere. Anyway, down over this way somewhere is a pathway, a road that leads to the end village. Awesome. Thank you, Andy. How are you today? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Remember, if you tune into the stream live, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on replay, twitch.tv/epicfilmguys, head over there. And I'll be happy to chat with you in the chat while I am streaming. Because it's Minecraft, so it is super kickback, relax time. You know how that shit goes. But this is it. This is the world as it was before it became the realm that it is in the future. And there's not, honestly, a whole lot more to show you guys here. Actually, I think that's pretty much it. Spoiler alert, some of these sheep died. But some of them are still alive, and they formed... Oh, this is a little chicken. See all the chickens in the hole? Some of these sheep did survive, and they made the basis for my sheep that I have. I hate these llamas. And we have a bunch of cows and chickens, and pigs, that all died. I am doing the same. I am just living and just trying to survive the best I can day to day. You know how that goes. I know you know how that goes. And, oh, you know what I think? Is this still out here? Yeah, this is still out here, too. So this was an idea I had. And, spoiler alert, this is what Chroma Hills looks like with simple bubble texture on. It just makes a column of bubbles. But the particle effects for the normal bubbles were just too much. That looks ridiculous. That just looks just dumb. Oh, God. And there, of course, is a conduit down here. You'll see that there. Giving me my underwater breathing abilities. Phone, come on. Behave yourself over there. But yeah, that's all I'm going to show you here. So I want to get back out to this kind of starting position and let you just kind of remember the main shot here. Remember the main shot here, all right? So this is, you know, again, this is where the realm was. Love it. Now, things are looking a little bit different, ladies and gentlemen. Things are looking a lot different in this world. Wow. What a difference. So first thing you're going to notice is this is a different block texture. This was cobblestone. It is no longer. You'll see a little thing over there. That's actually something I worked on in one of my last streams. And we'll get back to that hopefully at some point today, because that's what I have all this shit for. And then we're going to take a little tour of all of the amazing builds that I have built here on the server since. So like I said, all the kelp farms are still here. But I did change this design, which I wanted to point out really quick. Number one, this goes into a water collection system. There's no longer just a waste of hoppers down here. Endless chains of hoppers. There's no longer that. And there's only 3 observers right in the middle. So until the middle columns of kelp reach the observers, the entire thing will not break, giving the outsides, if they grow faster, a chance to get even higher. It just increases efficiency, I think, a little bit. Same thing with these ones over here. I'm actually checking these because last time I did a world tour video, they were stuck for some reason. I don't know why. Like the observers, the kelp had grown up in front of the observers, but the update, it didn't happen because maybe I was loading in or out of the game or in and out of the chunk when it happened. I don't know 100% what happened, really. And you can hear that beautiful sound. That is kelp traveling through this little pipe system. This, I got to give credit to Azuma Void. I watch a lot of Hermitcraft. If you guys are watching this, especially on YouTube, but I know a lot of them do streams here on Twitch as well. But Hermitcraft, they are just amazing builders, amazing redstoners. They do this whole huge community server. Probably all of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers you've ever heard of, like Grian, Mumbo, Iskell, Rendog, Good Times with Scar, Corrales, even more recently, and B-Dubs. Like, just amazing. Like, amazing things happening on Hermitcraft. Now this, you'll notice this is where the island was that had the cactus on it. And spoiler alert, this is still my cactus farm. It's just, we're going to break in. Shh, don't tell. This is just now a new cactus farm. And I actually had to take a control system out of this. I'll explain that in a minute. Because I used to have to lock this, but it wasn't working properly when I did it. All these are full of green dye, you'll notice. Basically, this is a cactus super smelter. And we're going to fly up and we're going to take a look at this guy because I want you guys to see the full scope of this bad boy. This is the tallest structure so far in the realm. And we're going to have to rocket assist ourselves up here to the top. This is 300 cactus strong, ladies and gentlemen. 300 cactus. All the way down, you'll see water down there. It falls into water streams that go into hoppers. And I'll show you kind of the internal workings of that entire system here in, just a couple of moments. We got some more supplies up here so I can build the top of this whenever I get around to it. And this works. And see, I got to go sleep because it's raining now. But actually, do I have... I don't have a bed on me. Damn it. But anyway, this works because the cactus, obviously, they can't be next to a block when they grow. So as soon as they grow, they collide with the hitbox for the fence, and then it immediately pops off, and the cactus piece falls all the way down there to the bottom, and gets caught in the water stream and feeds in. Problem with this is it's not really fast enough. Like, it doesn't really produce enough right away, and we're obviously going to do, like, a whole tour here, so I don't want you guys to feel cheated. Oops. I don't want you guys to feel cheated, but I got to go to a bed real quick here. Where am I going? I need a bed. Oh, okay. Yeah, the bubbles travel the wrong way when you turn off fancy bubbles, which is weird. So pretend you're not seeing any of the things that you're seeing right now as I rush to my bed. But yeah, with the particle effects, they kind of are the biggest drain, and I notice that's what causes the biggest frame issues. The cool thing is I have finished at least building part of the farm that I built and was showing off in the last World Tour video. It's in place now, and it works, and it's glorious. And I had like a whole episode that I recorded where I was trying to get the redstone to work right to travel upward, and I was building it, and I was making a downward vertical redstone signal. I was making a signal that travels downward, so it kept powering it, and I didn't understand why it was doing that. Because I was building it wrong because I'm so stupid. It was not a good time, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, okay, so back to our cactus farm. And we're going to sneak back inside and show you some of the inner workings here. We're going to go around the back first, though. Oop. Here we go. So, inside of the cactus farm, of course, we have this hopper line that comes in here. And these are all flooding and moving into hopper chains now because all these hopper lines back here are filling up with cactus, you'll notice. And every time they fill into the hoppers, all these hoppers are locked. You see that redstone signal back there? This is a design, I believe Mumbo made this. Mumbo Jumbo. And all these hoppers are locked. But then when the last item reaches the last hopper here, this comparator fires, which turns off that redstone signal, unlocks all the hoppers, and then boop, they all travel downward instantly. This, of course, somebody else, it wasn't me, I don't know who it was, but somebody else modified this for Bedrock Edition because the normal one doesn't work right. You have to add a whole other stack of hoppers on the top here. But it is working like gangbusters right now. We are filling up, full of freaking cactus. But up inside of here, up inside of this system up here, There are a ton of chests and hoppers coming out of that hopper line from the water streams, catching all of the cactus as it breaks off and just filling into this system. They have not put XP super smelting back into it, and this is just our fuel. And I did shulker boxes for this because I was like, oh, we can just pop all these shulker boxes right off of here and just take these down into the kelp super smelter and refill them when we need to. So that is kind of the way that works. But yeah, there are chests and everything up inside of here. Can I break? Yeah, there we go. Just show you guys. There are chests up here. There are hoppers leading into a bunch of chests. So there's chests and then they aim every different way. So I can maximize storage coming out of the farm as much as possible. And then they go into hoppers and then into this hopper line that goes around and then fills into the system here. This wasn't doing it correctly, though. Like, I was trying to lock the system and prevent the things from going, and it wasn't working properly with the locking mechanism I had in there. And we'll kind of move back around to the front now, and then we'll move on from this build. And believe me, guys, if I can do this stuff in Minecraft, like, if you're somebody who's interested in Minecraft and you never played, or you don't think your Minecraft stuff is that good, like, believe me, this stuff is not complicated. I can build it, which means you can build it, I promise. Do not break it, Bubba. So anyway, what happens? When they add XP super smelting back into the game, that's the whole purpose of this structure. Right now the system is locked, which means these hoppers under here are locked. And you can see here, there is all this different stuff. There's hoppers underneath all these furnaces that lock, basically. Whenever this switch is flipped, and that means these lights are on when the system is locked. We'll even put a little bone meal converter in here if you want to grab some cactus and just stick it in here and just convert it real quick. But basically, whenever they add XP stacking, well, that's why you're here, Andy, because now you'll know all this stuff, right? Then you'll know. Then you'll get all of it. Yeah, so essentially, you unlock the system, and then all of this green dye just drains into the hoppers, and then it gets shot into a dispenser system that just kicks it into lava. No one needs this much green dye ever in Minecraft. Literally ever. So you just let the items continually flow through, continually smelting through the system, and then eventually what you end up with is a ton of XP stacking up in the furnaces. Once they add it back into the game, all you'll have to do then, and obviously you have to unlock the system. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to lose all that green dye and waste cactus, because there's no point right now. I'm just letting the system build up reserves right now. But then you lock the system, and then once green dye starts building up here, all you have to do is just take it into your inventory, and then all that XP that has stacked up for all those items that have smelted through that, you collect all of it right then and there. It's pretty amazing, and I love it. Let's go inside first. I'm going to show you the inside, and then we're going to come back outside and show you some of the other cool builds outside. See, this is messing with me. This is the upward one. See? I don't know why that's doing that. That's just because I turned off fancy bubbles in the texture. But hey, you guys can watch this without frame skippage and stuff, so that's all I care about. I actually love, and you'll notice I complained about my building, and I'll show you this more downstairs too. I complained about my buildings because it was all so plain. It was all just stone brick, but look at this. We've got some stair blocks in here. And I mean, again, watching Hermitcraft is what taught me a lot of this stuff, just to vary up block textures and give builds more character, more life. And you've got some mossy cobble in here. You've got some vines growing. You've got some leaves in here that are obscuring light sources. There's glowstone behind these. And you've just got some chizzies in here, chiseled bricks, cracked bricks. Okay, I mean, I love stair blocks. It just gives an impression that bricks are missing from this. This is just a little area I haven't done anything with yet. This is our diamond mine system right here. We're at 11, so we're at lava layer, or right above lava layer, I should say. And then this goes out every 2 blocks in all directions, and every 3. For whatever reason, I just did a 2-wide one. I don't know why, just to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more character. I really love this. Really looks cool. And then we're going to head into our storage facility. And these columns, these water elevators, these go back up to where we started, where we were standing when the whole world loaded in. I'll show you that later. We'll get back to that later, I should say. This is where we store everything in the realm. And I had to go through and I had to rename all of these items on an anvil. So that way when you mouse over it, when it's in an item frame, it'll show the name of the item. Netherrack, nether brick, feathers, all this stuff. And I I did like funny names for some of them, like in my axe, because obviously Lord of the Rings. Let's see, what's some other ones? Swords will cut you wide open, just because cautionary tales of swords, like things like that. Like can't you see the sign? Stick it to them. Let's see, you know, just some of it. Some of it I did fun stuff with. Some of it I didn't necessarily. I'll show you where this comes from. But this is our super smelter. This is where it outputs. Is right into this room right here. Into those chests, and you can get back to that. This is where that water elevator is to go to the cactus farm right here. There's no way into the cactus farm outside of that water elevator because it doesn't need to be one. You're only going to go in there when you need to repair weapons. There's no other reason to ever go there, so there doesn't need to necessarily be a specific entrance to it. And I just love the character that this room has. It used to be a lot smaller. I actually like more than doubled the size of it, honestly, because we were running out of storage space. Mandy's digging a huge hole, and I'll try to get over there and show you guys that. But just look at all the stupid blocks we have. Just, you know, I mean, this is all just shulker boxes full of freaking cobblestone, you know. So we had to expand storage drastically, and you can actually see like a little bit back there. Maybe if you look close enough, you can see glass back there through that. That is the water inflow system for our farms outside. All of my farms outside, I'm going to show you all of them. All of those farms lead into the same item collection system, which all output into these chests right here. There's a melon and pumpkin farm. There's a sugarcane farm. There's a bamboo farm, which I actually have turned off right now. And there's a tree farm, which is also an unintentional fish/squid farm, which is why there's some ink in here and a little bit of fish as well. All of it outputs directly into these two chests right here. And that's where all of our farm outflow goes, which is all really nice, because then whenever you want to come in here, if you clear some stuff out up top, you go through the tree farm, you knock everything down, you clear everything out, you want to collect everything, bam, you know right where it is. It's right there. And let's go down here really quick. And this is just, get out of here! I hate these things. They spawn everywhere. Go away. Why? Always. Oh. But anyway, I love the Chroma Hills. The little texture pack for the note block is a creeper vase. And then we've got our little jukebox here with a music disc right there. I believe there's a barrel behind that. Yeah, with our music discs in it. I gotta... Actually, why is that not... Yeah. There we go. So now we can... Oop, there we go. So yeah, and then all of our workbenches are down here. Now, like the fletching table and the smithing table, there's no use for those right now. There's a loom for making banners, obviously. Cartography table for doing maps. Obviously, a crafting table here. We've got some anvils on each side, and there is a grindstone over here, and there is a stone cutter over here. Just some books for decoration, smokers, and blast furnaces in the wall. I actually use these blast furnaces quite a bit. And actually, let's repair our weapon right now while we're collecting XP. Might as well. I'm 103 levels. I don't think I really need to worry about it. And let's make iron blocks out of those. There we go. That is perfect. And these are just little insets in here. There's campfires in there. And then I just love that little contrast with the nether brick in there. And again, the block textures. Just this adds... And I can't believe... In all the time I've been playing Minecraft for ages, and especially if you're coming here after you listen to me on I Like to Like Things, then whenever I played Minecraft, especially back in like the 360 days, I never did this. Everything was a solid block, like one block. It adds so much character to a build just to put some mossy cobble in here. Now it looks like they're ruins. It looks like they're dilapidated, and it kind of tells a little bit of a story, you know. But then there's some newer elements, like this paneling looks like it's a little bit newer. It's dark oak trapdoors, and they look like chocolate bars in this texture pack. But, you know, I love this. This is like a little up arrow because boop, boop, boop. And this is boop, 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 down. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I just got some little kelp growing in here. Just some little kelp. That's all. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely adore it. So, let's see. What can I show you guys next? Okay. Let's head upstairs. And this room's going to look from... Oh, actually, wait a minute. I don't need this. We're going to stick that right in our storage here. In there. I'm trying to build up enough iron so I can make another beacon, which means I'm going to have to fight another wither, which was not fun the first time. All right, so this, you'll recall, this used to be the room with the redstone stuff in it in the original world. This is where all that redstone testing stuff was in this room. Okay, this is obviously completely different now. This is where the nether portal was. That is now gone. And down here there's a chorus tree farm, or chorus plants. I haven't really figured out what to actually do with this space yet. I think I want to build like a nether wart farm in this space. I just haven't redone it yet because that's where the nether wart farm was originally. I've never rebuilt one, and I kind of need one. Just because I need a lot of red nether wart. And this actually wasn't done. I'm going to show you guys this in just a minute. This wasn't done when I did the last world tour, and I'm really glad I finished it now, for the most part anyway. And this is our nether portal now. Like, this, again, just, you learn so much by just watching other people play Minecraft and the way that they add and they vary things up. The story that this tells, I just love it, because it looks like the nether is kind of bleeding out into the real world a little bit, because you've got the nether brick fences, you've got the nether brick stairs in here, there's a little hole there, the nether brick, there's some fire in here. This tells a story, like the nether is bleeding out into the real world, you know. And we've got some potions in here, we've got some different things like nether wart and some magma cream, some sugar, all this different stuff. And then we got our little water source right there if we want to make some potions. Perfect. And then I just mirrored these on the other side. There's no reason for those to be there, except for that one covers that slab, which you need obviously to get into the ender chest here. I'm going to show you the vault, guys. You ready? This is the vault, baby. Man. 28 diamond blocks floating around in here. This is all, like, I've got fortune and silk touch picks. Fortune, or, well, not fortune, but like a sharpness axe, and then a silk touch axe, a fortune, and a silk touch shovel. I've got dirty fucking dangles, boys. That's Wheel Snipe Selly Boys is the other one, of course. This one is my Riptide Trident. This one is my my Channeling Trident. And then we've got just a great bow with mending. We've got a perfect fishing rod. My chest plate, because obviously I'm wearing elytra, a bunch of spare rockets, and some extra emeralds in there. And that's it. And then we've got a whole nother thing in here. This is just gear for end raiding. So I just want to show you guys this one too, because I just love this. This is a whole set of gear just for end raiding. And I built these, obviously, feather falling and everything you need. Things like that. But then there's some iron version in here too. There's an iron and a diamond version of the pickaxes. Tons of rockets, a bow, obviously, food, a crafting table, and an ender chest, because you always need an ender chest. I always take an ender chest with me when I go on end raids, and then I kind of put it down, and I'm able to trade items in and out, fill up shulker boxes so I can do lots of end cities in one go. And this is flint and steels, obviously, if you need to light portals. And then there's bows in here with tons of arrows. So we're going to keep going. We're going to go through here later. I'm going to show you this build over there later, but we're not going to do that right now. And before I show you the farm, probably the building I am most proud of in this entire game. Now, I told you, when we were in the old world, when we were in that original world, I talked about how it was like Minecraft, like noob status with my enchanting system, with my enchanting table the way it was. Not anymore. Like, I love this room, and I love, you get the little slabs here, and then our enchanting table's up on a block, so it feels like it's elevated a little. And then you've got these bookshelves that are inset. These do nothing, by the way, for the enchanting table, because they're not within a block of it. They're just here for aesthetics, guys. And then you've got these little fence posts. Just, some of them are just being held up, and it, like, the whole room is like fragmented. It's overgrown. Please keep my books sorted, because these are all sorted by different enchantments. Like, these are all power enchantments on these books. Although there's other enchantments too, obviously, but... and then over here, like, again, these serve no purpose, but the room's just overgrown, and it's just like an old library that kind of looks like it was overgrown a little bit. Got our little anvil here so we can make and destroy weapons and things. And then, you can, of course, you can just enchant things. I love this room. I love, love, love it. And this is all lighting in here, in the ceiling. And this gets you max levels. You can get up to 30 levels on that enchanting table. There are 15 bookshelves within range of it. So that I love. And now we're going to come up here, and now we're going to check out the farm. So this, I just finished very, very recently. It was still unfinished when I did the last world tour video, in fact. So we're going to walk through the water stream here. Now there's no bubble vader here, and I'll tell you why that is in just a moment. But basically, what happens is behind this, you'll notice these are slabs. Behind this, right here, is water source blocks. When we hit the switch out here, right here, when we hit this switch, those pistons, those are pistons that are extended right now, those pistons will retract. And when those pistons retract, that water washes out and washes all the way across here, right to right here, which pushes all the items, boom, right to this hopper line. And if you look up, you'll notice that all of these layers are exactly the same. And this is why there's not a bubble vader here, because it actually moves you a little bit too quickly to be able to get out in between floors, because I made this so compact. So you kind of have to just kind of swim up and down the water column. But you can extend that floor out, and I love that you can close little doors there too if you really want to. But you've got, yeah, you've these little things, and then again, same system here. And again, varying the block texture. Look at this. There's just kelp growing in there for no reason. For no reason. It's just decorative. It's just there. Varying that block texture up. I really, really love that element. And then we go, and we can obviously go all the way up. Same. Look at all this. This is crazy. And this is like 3 times as much wheat as my previous farm that was in this same spot had. One of these days I'll have to show you guys like the worlds in progress, like the realms in progress, like as it existed originally, and kind of show you how I have built it up to get to this point. Because this is brand new. This is my latest major build that I did. And this is going to actually go even taller, because you can see, obviously, here's that redstone signal I was talking about. All I needed to do was make a vertical one. I was trying to make it every other block going down. I was trying to make a descending one. Not thinking about it, not being smart enough to be like, Nick, stop being an idiot. But anyway. Yeah, so this is the farm. I think what we're actually going to do right now, we're going to see this farm in action. I have never actually activated this farm yet. So we're going to double check it and make sure it all works right now. And we can actually dig down into here. And this is how we access our little storage room down below. All those hoppers feed into this hopper line, into this dropper system, which fires them right into our collection system. Same thing. And here's the redstone line that comes over from the switch. And I mean, this is just all very ugly redstone. Please do not judge my piss poor redstone abilities out there. I know there are redstone circuits and everything like that out there that are way better and way more complex, that use 1,000 different things I probably could have done. But whatever. It is kind of what it is. But yeah, and this, like I said, I just wanted to kind of continue this down into this area here. And this is actually an upside down stair block. I forgot about this. There we go. All right, so let's flush this farm and let's just watch that wheat come down. So you're just going to start seeing items just wholesale just start raining from the freaking sky. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted. And we're going to actually swim up the water column. We're going to make sure everything looks like it's working. Oh, we got some stuff getting stuck. I don't like that. It's getting stuck on these trapdoors that I've got in here for walkways, pretty much. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Because you got to have a way, because if you jump across all the time, it's just going to break the blocks and stuff. And I do have the hoe downstairs on the thing. But when I used to have this farm, it used to be so inefficient that you'd get like 3 stacks of stuff. Now I'm only getting a half stack of seeds and like 5 pieces of wheat. That is not bad. So we can turn our water off now. And of course, get the dirty hoe if you need to replant something. It's hanging there on the wall. But we're actually going to go down to our farm chest input, and we're just going to see how much wheat that netted us, because I'm really, really curious to know. Because I've got a huge animal farm building, and I want to take some of it over there. Oh my god, it's just beautiful to watch all this stuff come in. We're going to come back to this later, because otherwise I'd probably be standing here for 5 minutes waiting for all those items to show up. If you don't know who the music you're hearing is, it is Underwater Beats, all one word. Search for them on YouTube. Underwater Beats, amazing, royalty-free, like techno tracks, like club hip-hop mixes, stuff like that. It's all really, really great stuff. So now here we are in the new and improved Kelp Super Smelter. And again, these are smokers now, instead of being furnaces. And what smokers do basically is any food item, they will smelt it twice as fast. So now this farm is just that much more efficient. And of course, here's all of our kelp blocks that we have made from this. And then we have, I'm going to show you inside the system here. right here, this hopper line is what's coming in from the kelp farms that are outside. So that travels into an item system that shoots it into water streams. That comes in here, and then that feeds all the way in here into the back of our system here. And then we have a whole different system back here. This is where our fuel blocks come from. Why can I not swim? Huh, that's weird. But that goes into that dropper system, which when I load fuel into the system, and we don't always need fuel in the system, but when I load fuel into the system, it shoots it out, and the hoppers will catch it. And basically, there is a comparator leading out of this hopper. So until, like, it has to be, in order for a redstone signal to travel 16 blocks from a hopper, you have to have the hopper full, 5 full stacks of items. So it will continue firing items until this hopper is full. And right now, you'll see this system is actually pretty empty. And I hate it when my game does this. Oh, what the? Don't do that. Why would I do that? That was weird. Don't, Nick, stop it. And the game is being dumb again. It does that sometimes where it'll parse away from the window for whatever reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know how full this is on kelp, but that is actually pretty full. Pretty full, but that's a little peek behind the curtain, just kind of the system as it is. And whenever you want, this is the same exact principle as the cactus farm, because you can lock all these hoppers. You see how all these, well, you can't lock them. Technically, I didn't put a locking system in this room because I don't want to get rid of any of this. Like, I want to store it all. And I mean, I know you could build a locking system that then flows into a storage system if you really wanted to. Man, see, we're getting freemie again now. I don't know if that's my internet or what that might be. Because, I mean, I'm not doing anything and there's not any particle effects on the screen. I mean, there's just a lot of entities and a lot of different stuff over in this area, too, so it might just be that. Because that water flow system goes basically right overhead here. And, oh, yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about down in this room. There used to be an item system that came down from the super smelter, like right here, but I actually had to move it. It used to go right down here into those super smelter chests down below. I had to move it because of the entrance to the farm, so that now goes all the way over here and into here, and then shoots the items into the water stream downstairs. And you can hear that firing. That's still that wheat. That's why, you know what? That's why it's framey, because of all those entities from all those wheat and all those seeds. I gotta remember to replant that garden. So now here's our map again. This is where the enchanting room was originally in that original world. This is where the enchanting room was. Much better, I think, even though it is a little sparse. But this is our world here, and this is actually the main island that we're on right here. So let's pop. That's where we are right now. And I actually hadn't updated this since I built that major building there on the southern part of the map, you can actually see. Which I really, really love. You can see my nice highway that I'm building right here along the side. Those kelp farms, of course. The top of the cactus farm and our tree farm, which I still have to show you. As well as my super tree. So much stuff left to show you guys. There is so much cool stuff in this realm that I really, really love. Plus, I got to show you this. This is Tommy's castle that he's working on down here. This whole massive thing, it's like split throughout the borders of 4 different freaking maps. An ocean temple that I cleared out trying to make a guardian farm, but this is Bedrock Edition, and nothing works in Bedrock. If anybody knows a working guardian farm system in Bedrock, please let me know. Ooh. And over here, this is nothing really, just kind of an observation room to watch the outflow from the bamboo farm when it's working, which it's not right now because I have it manually shut off because we were getting too much bamboo, guys. Way too much bamboo. So let's go up here. Bada bing, bada boom. And we'll go outside in just a moment here, but I just want to show you, this is where I moved my redstone test stuff up here. I keep these designs just in case I ever forget how to build them. Just in case there's any kind of problems. And this is my super, super cheaty fish farm. Because I can just sit here with an auto clicker and just let it go to town. And this is the fuel intake for our super smelter system. You can feed it manually through this chest. Or you can take one of these kelp block shulkers and you throw it right here. You unlock the system, and that will flow automatically into the super smelter system. Same fuel distribution system as the kelp farm itself uses. See, this is confusing me so much with these bubble textures. And then here is our super smelter. Again, same locking system that's in the cactus farm. You can lock all of these hoppers here, just like this. And now items will stack up in these, and you can collect the experience that has been collected through all of the smelting that this has done. But they don't have it in the game yet, so it's pointless. And again, this is where you can do the fuel, or not the fuel, but the items that you want to smelt. You can either feed it manually, again, or you stick a shulker right here. And again, I have to highlight this. Different textures, guys. Different textures. Vary up those textures. Get some of that cracked stone brick in there. Get some of those stair blocks in here. Right there. Just like, looks like there's just holes in the bricks, and it's so good. Why are we getting so framey again? Man, I'm so annoyed. I want to keep smooth lighting. It's just like, we're going to turn down the render distance even further, and we're going to turn the particle effects down even further. I am doing all this on one computer. I mean, I do not have like a streaming PC setup or anything like that, so I do apologize if it just gets a little bit jerky and a little bit wonky at times, but such is my reality. So now this is my mega tree, which I'm going to show you a better view of this later. And I actually built the root structure so it kind of grows right into the one building over here, so I had to build around in here. And of course there's some cheeky lights hidden in there, and there's some cheeky lights hidden here underneath this grass. Here and there, wonky. But then you can climb up onto the root structure as well. You can get onto the roof of this building here, which is our little docking system. And then these are those water columns that you saw way earlier down in the storage room. These go all the way downstairs. And then we're going to jump down here. This is my little dock here. Once again, we are beset by frickin' llamas. Get out! But there's a nice little boat in here. You can ride right in here from the dock and then right out. And of course, there's another dock over here off the end of this farm, but I have to rebuild it because I just kind of left it there when I built the farm. I didn't actually rebuild anything around it, so I got to fix it. But yeah, I love the exterior of this building. This piece juts out a little bit. You got these leaves here, and then you got these little purple pillars just overhanging. Some jungle wood, because I love the Chroma Hills pack. It's actually got like a mossy wood texture for jungle. Really big fan of it. And then we can go in here. We can go upstairs. This is the upway, yes. And then this leads into a room with turtles in it. What? Oh, okay. You know why? Because this is where the beach was in the world. This is where the original beach was on this island. That's why they're spawning here. And then we can continue. Obviously, we can go out there in front of the tree, or we can go up and get on the roof right here. So let's fly around now. I'm going to fly around. I'm going to show you guys some stuff from the air. Starting with the tree farm right here. Which I really, really love this tree farm. It is beautiful. A work of art. A thing of beauty. Can I get in it? There we go. So you just got some raised platforms above water, and this is all just flowing water. Flows here out of the middle. This is not the most efficient farm. There is a little bit of loss built into this farm, so please don't judge me too harshly. But basically, the tree grows. You can collect the leaves if you want to, just shear them off, or you can chop the tree down. All the items will fall down, and you see how I'm flowing. I'm moving into the water stream, just like so. And then eventually you're going to fall into this water or item collection stream. And then, well, I stop because I'm a person, but items will just keep on flowing right down here, all the way into this hopper system where all these fish are hanging out. And I got to get some more block textures in here. I know this build is a little bit ugly in terms of just using the same block. It is a little bit blocky. I do, however, love those lights. I just put those lights in because I had end rods in here and it wasn't enough. There we go. Let's get up out of there. And I had to slab the top of this thing because I still had creepers and stuff spawning on the top of this damn thing, even though it was really well lit up on the inside. And I love we got those little lanterns hanging down and whatnot. And this is also kind of my vine farm as well. I've got vines growing all on the inside and outside of this structure. So whenever I need some vines, I zip those right off of there. All the items from the tree farm, and this makes me mad. No matter how many times I fix this, it always comes back. This is just a glitch. I will get a bucket, I will fix this, and then I will save, log off, come back on, and it'll be back again. But anyway, yeah, all the items go into these little dropper systems, which shoot them into a water stream, which goes all the way down this way, and of course over this way. Wait, this way. Over this way into our storage facility. Big fan of this tree farm. I absolutely love it. Tree farms are one of those things that you have to do manually. Although I'm a big fan in Hermitcraft, and something I want to do in this game, and I just haven't yet, but in Hermitcraft, Cub and Scar have like this really nice mountain that they kind of converted into a tree farm. And they got like different zones or different areas where they have each type of tree. It looks really gorgeous. So now let's take a look over here. Let's look at the tree. And I'm going to tell you the problem I have with this tree. Doesn't it look like it's just got too big of an ass down here? On this side? I think on the bottom side it comes down too far. The leaf structure does. I think it comes down way too far. I need to shore that up and make that taper a lot steep. Make the taper for the leaves a lot steeper so it doesn't just look like a big weird ball with a big ass. It's not done yet. That's why all the scaffolding is still there and stuff. It's a project I am still actively working on. But it takes forever to collect enough dark oak leaves to do anything major to make a difference. So it is what it is. What next? So let's show you guys this. So this is my melon and pumpkin farm, and I'm gonna have to get up the top of it here so you can see the system inside of here. Again, there is some loss associated with this. There's nothing I can do to stop that at all, because sometimes when you break the block, it just the block will just break and it'll land on the thing. That's where the stems are, and they will grow inside. They will grow inward. And then the observers, that's a line of observers right there, those observers will detect it and pistons will fire and break it. But sometimes it doesn't push it all the way into the water stream, which is kind of frustrating. And there's melons on the other two floors down below of that. And then you'll see over here a little interesting structure. This is, my bamboo farm. But you'll see, I actually have extra blocks in there. See that redstone torch right there? Stop it, right there. That normally wouldn't be there. There are blocks right there that I have a redstone torch on to extend the pistons over the bamboo so the bamboo won't grow, because I have way too much of it right now. Our melon and pumpkin farm, we could shut this off manually by flipping these switches on the outside. Again, I talk about this, and I'm going to mention it probably 5 more times before this video is done, but vary up those block textures. We get some coarse dirt in here. You got lights hidden below these little leaf blocks here. This looks so cool. Again, more coarse dirt. I like the tree being on a little bit of coarse dirt here. That's the other side of our bamboo farm. And then this guy over here is our sugarcane farm, and we got to go back up top for this. And you can see all of these go into this item collection system here. This is actually where our item system comes from, right here. And you can hear our items being collected right now. That is a minecart collection system, a minecart hopper underneath here that sucks all those items up and grabs them. That farm and that farm, all the other farms outside flow into that. We've got our nice little ice stream outside here, and that goes into our sugarcane farm, which, let's go up top and look at that guy. Love this sugarcane farm. I'm going to see it right here on the top. But you'll see here observers and pistons, and then basically what happens is once the sugarcane reaches 3 high, a piston will break it off at 2 high, so it obviously doesn't break the whole damn thing. What in the world? That was weird. I just had like a random web page open up on my phone. We've got some end rods in here for some light. But yeah, and then it grows, and then it will just keep growing and growing and breaking off and breaking off and breaking off. And it's amazing. I honestly love the top of this building. That's the super smelter building. I love it. Oh boy. I love it so much I wanted to get way closer to it a lot faster. But I've got these big chimneys in here. And then this one's, well, this one's just a little baby one, obviously. But then this one's the big one. And this might get a little framey. I do apologize, but I want to show you guys these, because I absolutely love these. And there are campfires with, a couple of them have hay bales, a couple of them don't. Hay bales will make the smoke go higher. So a couple of them do have hay bales, a couple of them don't. But then, of course, I block it all up with stone brick, and it just looks like this nice little kind of broken chimney effect. I need to get some more blocks up here. Some of it is still older builds that I didn't do that in as much. I need to kind of be working on getting more of those block textures in there. Oh my goodness, there's still so much to show you guys. Let's get in here. Actually, we're gonna do some work while we're actually here right now. I usually forget that I can go through that building. Wow, framiness. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't know if there's any way that I can actually ever fix that. Aside from just keeping everything that doesn't need to be running on the computer off. It is what it is. So let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stacks of wheat. 9 stacks. And I actually still have that on me too. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab all of this because this is all going to come over to that animal farm with us. Actually, hang on. Yeah, let's... Game's probably running a little smoother now that we're not just freaking entity cramming like crazy. So let's grab all these seeds here. I forget how many floors of this thing there are, but I need a full stack of seeds basically per floor. So we're just going to take them all, and then whatever's left over I know I can ditch, because obviously we're going to get more seeds once it all grows again. So let's replant this farm here really quickly. This is some super fun Minecraft stuff. But yeah, each of these will take 1 full stack of seeds to replant. And this is where our water source block is. You can see there's a little gap in the glass there. That's where our water source block is right underneath that, right next to the dirt on both sides. So now we just swim up 1, just like so, and build our little bridge. Kind of annoyed, but I mean, really, if I would have let those items despawn, it would have been a half a stack of seeds and 5 pieces of wheat. And that's for, like, I think, like 7 or 8 floors of this tower. That is not bad in terms of loss from a farm of this size. That is ridiculously efficient, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Alright, so let's go here. And of course, you can build way smaller scale stuff, and you can build just a normal outside farm surrounded by a little fence, and just, you know, open your little fence gate and go in there. But I wanted something big that I could flick 1 lever and wash all the crops down into a centralized area. This is something that I did not look up anywhere. Some stuff is definitely inspired by other builds, and those are the things I've been telling you guys about, like the pipes. Those are definitely inspired by Azuma Void in Hermitcraft, and like Mumbo's super smelter things. And obviously things like that. But yeah, this was the design because I needed to fit this tower into this space. So this was just something that I just kind of came up with on my own. Cactus farm design, I can't remember whose that was. That's floating around YouTube, though, if you want to check that out. That cactus farm design. It's really, really great, though. It really, really does work really well. I just wish that the tick rate was a little bit better for cactus, so we got more production out of it, but it is what it is. This is one of those things in Minecraft that you just have to do. If you have farms, you've got to replant them manually. Well, crop farms anyway. Unless you have villagers. I could always, like, stick a composter in here, and then Mandy's got a villager town set up where she has villagers in there, so I could probably bring villagers over and have them do this instead. But I'm not that worried about it. Honestly, I really like doing just kind of technical stuff like this in Minecraft, and just kind of these mundane tasks in Minecraft. Which, I mean, some people I know that they just want to build, or some people just want to do whatever. I'm actually just a big fan of just mining. Like, I just love sitting in a tunnel and just mining out blocks and just doing stuff. It just brings me a lot of peace. It makes me just feel good. It just makes me calm. It makes me feel relaxed. I really love it. There we go. And we still have 2 more floors. Wow. This thing is freaking huge. Alright. And I just love some of these, like those are stair blocks, so there's just a little gap in there so you can just see a little bit of the machinery. But again, it's just the character of it. You just see that character. You got some chiseled stone bricks, you got some mossies, you got some cracks. So it just has, it's like this old ruined civilization. But there's also some technology here, so it's like they were like a little bit technologically advanced or something, you know? I love that about it. I absolutely, absolutely love that about it. Thank you all so much. If you're tuning in, if you're checking out the channel, if this is your first time checking out the channel, please throw me a follow. I would really, really, really appreciate it. And if you're not already, also follow me over on YouTube. It's The Red Ray Lives over on YouTube. That's my personal YouTube channel. I actually don't use the EFG one anymore for gaming and stuff like that because we're trying to separate that out and make more film-related content for the video portion. And I'm going to close all these as I go down. I could have closed them when I was in there before, but whatever. I guess I did close a couple of them, but there we go. So how many stacks was that? So that was, every space was filled. So that was 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 floors to that structure. So we're going to grab all of these seeds. I do not need any of these seeds. So these are basically just going to get chucked right here. This is garbage only. This goes right into a lava chute. So all these are going to get destroyed. Because we don't need that many seeds. No one needs that many seeds in Minecraft. Well, unless you're building a farm that's way bigger than the one I have. But for our purposes, I think it serves just fine. Stick those leads in there. And then I'm going to grab all that wheat that we had. All this stuff. Give me all this wheat. As much as I can carry. And then I actually want to convert some of this over into some hay bales. So let's do 32 hay bales. And then let's fill up on wheat again as much as we can. There we go. Because, and see, the bubbles are fucking me up because they're pointing the different direction. Why are they doing that? That's so frustrating. All right, so here we go. So we're going to go over now to my animal farm. You guys get to see all my little aminals in their pens. Hopefully there's no goddamn mobs over here, too. This place seems to be still spawning mobs, even though it is lit up for days. So we have every single color of sheep in here. We have 2 pens of cows, 2 pens of chickens, 2 pens of pigs. This is probably going to get a little framey in here. I do apologize because there are a lot of entities in these chunks. Got our skelly horses, and I even trapped some of those damn llamas in here because they're assholes. What I actually need to do is we're going to go through here, and we're going to add some more wheat to all of these because this is obviously to breed the sheep and breed the other mobs and stuff as I have them. So I can collect all their different colors of wool and things like that. And then in some of these corner ones like this, we don't want to put this obviously near the fence or whatever, but we're going to just stick some hay bales in here and just give this a little bit of character, just like so. I love actually adding all these little kind of design elements to these builds because I think it really, really makes them look nice. And everybody, you're going to have to hang on for just a minute, all right? I'll be right back. Oh, I don't think the llamas need wheat, but whatever. We're putting it there anyway because there's a barrel there, so they're getting it. Get, stupid skeleton horses, get out of the way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be right back, so do not go anywhere. I will be right back. Do I have... Hang on. Do I even have a stream image on here? I don't even have an image on here. I'm so lame. I am so sorry, guys. Is it even on here? Hang on. Hang on. Now I'm standing here like looking for this thing forever. Like, where is this thing? Is it even in here? What's going on? What in the world? Etc. 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 Hang on, ladies and it's got to be in here somewhere, right? Whatever. We're just gonna switch back over to the main camera account, and yeah, I'll be right back in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. So now the game's been paused this whole time, and I've been moused off of it. So it's immediately going to kick me from this as soon as I go back in. So we're gonna actually, we're just gonna quit out of the game because it's just gonna boot me anyway, and then we're gonna jump right back in there. But I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump right back in here. Let's get in here. Everybody out there in the chat, yeah, my son's here. My older son who doesn't live here. He lives in Maryland, but my sister brought him up to go and do some stuff for the weekend, so cool. And let's flip this back over to our... See, I was wondering... Give me one sec here, because we're actually going to play with this for just a second. I've only dropped 243 frames, so it's not doing too bad in terms of framiness. Let's go. Let's get back into the world. Hi, Andy. Nope, disconnect. I knew it. What'd I tell you? What did I tell you? Let me in there. Come on now. I knew it. There we go. All right, we are back in the world. Back in the world, and we're going to go distribute some more of our stuff here. Oh, I got to remember that's down. So here we go. So there's some chickens over there. I should have brought some of those seeds and given them to the chickens. What a yutz I am. We need more wheat in here. So, I mean, dude, back up from the door. You're not getting out. They're so eager to get right out of there. I mean, it's crazy. I got our cows in here. I don't know why I'm not actually feeding any of this stuff to any of these guys, but I'm not really interested in breeding them right now. And we're actually out of wheat already. Jesus. Craziness. But we're actually going to come back here. I actually don't have anything in this pen right now. I'm going to put this like so. No, come on. There we go. I'm going to turn some of these blocks another direction here. There we go. And we got some piggies, which they probably don't have nearly enough carrots over here either. Oh, they got plenty of carrots. Never mind. They are more than good. Actually, I think that's another pig pen. I just haven't actually bred the pigs and put them over there. This one we're actually going to get... Dude. Get out of the way. We're going to stick this one over here in front of the window, and I want to stick that one vertically. I like it because you can get the different like bale things going the different directions and things of that nature. And yes, they were, and you know they were, so don't even, you know. So we're going to fly down here to this level. It's dark here, and I don't know why it's so dark, because this is all end rods up here. I need to honestly swap that out with glowstone. Like, end rods just don't light up nearly as much as I need them to. And I'm actually going to stick a couple more of these back here. No. There we go. We're going to stick this right up here in the corner, just like this. And again, just make our way kind of around. And I just love sticking these little decorations and stuff in some of these little rooms here. And again, we got to be careful about where we put it necessarily, because the mobs will jump on them and they will do whatever. And I don't want them to do that, so I'm going to stick that one. There we go. I want that one to go face that way. And that one's going to face that way. And that one's going to face that way. It just makes it kind of cool, because some of the pens are smaller, some of them are larger, so we can't necessarily fit everything we'd like into the system here. So there we go. Just fun, just little thing. Can you please, hey, back up. Some of these sheep are like going to town on these things in here. Like, this is nuts, man. There we go. All right, and we're gonna actually fly downstairs to our final level here. More sheep, I know. Every single color of sheep, I have them. And this is actually the kelp super smelter. This is the kind of redstone guts of it that you can see right through there. That's how tightly packed in all my builds are to each other, which can be frustrating at times. See, I still need that much more freaking wheat just to keep filling up this farm with stuff, and we're gonna just stick this one last block like over here. Is that next to the fence? No. Okay. It just can't be next to the fence, because then they can pathfind out of here. And I don't want them to do that, obviously. Nope, it's down. And I went too far up. Hang on. Too far. There we go. So yeah, and I know, I'm sorry, this was super framey in here, but I've got some leads in here if I need to move animals around. I've got some shears, some buckets, and I've got some barrels and some things like that. No more wheat over here, though, which I desperately need more of. But now, what do you guys say? Let's get outside here. And since it's nighttime, actually, this is going to be perfect. We're going to check out this highway. We're going to check out this highway. Now, this is basically something that is going to be a never-ending project for me. As often as we keep building, as much as we keep doing things, this will continue to extend throughout the world. And you can see I got these nice little redstone lamps here with daylight sensors on them that are flipped off. So that way, whenever it's night, these lights will come on automatically. I love this. I love flying through there. It's just amazing. And, of course, you saw Tommy's castle. Oh, God. Yeah, so about that. Yeah, there we go. And then we punch right out here. And this down here is Bio's stuff. Bio is one of the people that plays on the realm. And so he's got a little lighthouse on here. This is going to be a little four-way intersection that's going to lead different places. And we've got this nice little thing over here. And then we're going to zoom over here to this here. Look at this. All of his cool little stuff over here. This is actually getting pretty advanced. And I like this. What is it? Is this like pipe stuff? Has he got like pipes? Wood pipes? Or I guess maybe they're just meant to be like gangplanks or something that lead over to different areas or whatever. That is super, super cool. He's got a little chest over here with a bunch of dark wood. God knows we've got enough dark oak wood to last us for an eternity. And he's got like a little ice wall he's building over here. He's got some super fun stuff, and he just likes to take some stuff and just do random stuff with it. Like, look at this. Like, this is his. He just did this, whatever that is. And I'm out of rockets. Oh, my God. That sucks. And then he did this for whatever reason. This is just a thing. This is just sand stacked up and just a little hut here. So we're going to go back to the base here. I forgot to show you guys this building. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I cannot even. I forget everything. Are you making fun of me, Andy? Is that what you're doing? So I gotta go back in here. Oh God! What's with all the zombies? Where'd you come from? Oh, I know where they came from. Never mind. I know exactly where they came from. Yep. Yep. This is where they came from. Because there's no lights in here, and it's nighttime. Because I'm an idiot. I also need more food, so we're gonna run down to the storage unit right now, and we're gonna sleep on our way down there. This is down. Yeah, oops. So I need to light that up. We're gonna sleep. Andy, how was your Saturday? Are you having a wonderful Saturday? I hope you are. I really, really do. Got just some other random stuff in here. Let's drop these bones off. Got some cool stuff I want to show you guys yet in the nether and things like that, so don't even think about going anywhere because we got plenty of stuff left to show you here. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. Rockets, Nick. Rockets. I'm like, what do I need? And we're going to grab some more cod too. Yeah, these are shulker boxes full of cooked cod. What about it? Aww. I know what you mean. Streaming makes me feel like I have company because I don't otherwise. Actually, my son was here. And then, like I said, my older son was actually here. But they actually left. They're going to go to dinner with their mom and do a bunch of stuff since he's up here from Maryland. Which is kind of cool because he like walked into the room and I'm like, what the hell? I just thought it was my younger son who lives with me coming downstairs. And all of a sudden there's Brody and I'm like, hi, Brody. I don't think Tommy's played in a while. This doesn't look like it has changed much, but this is his castle he's got over here. Man, he's doing some impressive work over here. He's finally learning how to use some depth to these builds, use some different block textures. I love this. Like, you got the chiseled stone in front of the smooth stone brick. And then you got, these are polished andesite stairs, I believe. Yeah, polished andesite looks like. This is just an impressive as hell build that he's working on over here. And then I love his central tower here. All these different textures of ice and stuff that he's got going on here. Just check this out. Just excellent. Just looks great. I just love the varying colors, the varying textures, just kind of popping out like that. Oh, you're going to have 6 kids there later. Or are your kids having a sleepover, or like just having friends over? Or? But yeah, that is time. And let's get like a really bird's eye view of this thing. Let's take a big look at that. I mean, that's just impressive. Like, he's doing a lot of great work over here. But it doesn't look like he has played in a while because this has not really changed all that much lately, honestly. So yeah, that is that. And we're going to zoom over. This is his, so he derped big time. He built this thinking all this water would freeze. And it's like, dude, it's running water. It's not ever going to freeze. So now there's just a big blue, we just call it a big blue dildo sticking up out of the ground over there. Oh, my goodness. 2 preteen girls. Oh, man. And this, again, is our highway. This is what I worked on in my last stream, actually. This creeper I'm going to work on. Whacking him. Getting that 4 gunpowder like a boss. And then this over here, I'm just going to show you outside of this. This is Mandy's little town she built. So she actually had to port villagers over through the nether, brought them through on a minecart rail system, through the nether, brought them over here, and actually started a little village with them. We got librarians over here that have really good books, all that kind of stuff. Mandy built this whole thing. It looks really, really nice. I actually really, really love this. And there's just a ton of stuff over here that we can use to trade with villagers and do all sorts of cool villager stuff. Pray for you. And then this guy, this is my would-be guardian farm. I say would-be because it doesn't fucking work. Because this is Bedrock Edition. It doesn't work in Bedrock Edition. I don't know why. It's just a thing. But it just doesn't. I actually want to really show you these bridge pillars. I'm so proud of these bridge pillars. Just the design I came up with for them. But let's actually get in here. This is an ocean temple. Obviously, I cleared all the water out of here. These are huge glass walls. And then what's supposed to happen? So Azumavoid, again, who I love in Hermitcraft, Azumavoid has this kind of design for his base in Hermitcraft. Basically, these glass walls, there's water. There's flowing water, so there's water source blocks. Things are supposed to spawn in there. Actually, I don't even know how it's supposed to necessarily do all this stuff, but then, basically, the guardians are supposed to spawn in there and then fall down, and there's signs here that stop the water, right here, and then they fall into lava, and they fall through the lava onto ground, and by the time they fall into the ground, the lava has killed them, and they drop prismarine shards, all that kind of fun stuff. And then I have a minecart system that comes out of the ocean temple that goes around and collects all those items, or at least it's supposed to. At least that's what's supposed to happen. That's how this is supposed to work. I've been reforming this entire ocean temple slowly but surely. This is a project I haven't touched in a little while, but I've got like 50 million projects going on. I love just this little water pool, so you can get in here and you can use your trident to pop out the top, just like that. But oh, my elytra didn't activate. Why am I almost dead? Sorry. So let's go. Where's our nether portal room? There it is. So we're gonna go down the stairs here. This is our nether portal for this, and we're gonna show you some other cool stuff here. This, I'm still, obviously, like I said, still in stages of construction, but there's our nether portal. And here's our minecart collection system, which, unfortunately, like I said, doesn't work. We're going to just shove this along the track, and you'll just see that it will come back with nothing. So that just goes out there, and you'll just see it zip around the corner. It disappears off into the distance. And it's going to go whip around the track all the way back, and it's going to come back on this track here. So it goes all the way around the inside and then transfers over to the outside, and then it comes back on this track. So it covers everything. The minecart system covers literally everything. I just never finished building this, and this project I've kind of left alone for a while because I can't figure out how to get guardians to spawn in it. And that is inside the perimeter of the ocean temple too. Like, I know you might be thinking if you're watching it like, oh, maybe it's outside of the perimeter of the ocean temple. Like, no, it definitely is. It's definitely inside of where the ocean temple block spawning area is. So they definitely should be spawning, or at least they were spawning in those areas until I built this farm. And then all of a sudden there's no water, and now I can't get any waterborne creatures to spawn. Maybe I just need to add more water source blocks or something in that system. Maybe it can't be all flowing water. I don't know, to be 100% honest. It's just really frustrating. Oh, here it comes. Let's get out of the way. There it goes. And it came back with same shit it had in it. Fish and a crossbow that I stuck in there, honestly, during the last World Tour. And so this is what I did down at the base of this thing down here. Yeah, this is what I did down at the base here. We've got our elevator systems. And I love, again, same thing with the nether portal. It just looks like the bricks are bleeding out into the ground surrounding here. And then wherever the bedrock was at level 5, I left it here. I mean, it's bedrock. You can't take bedrock out. But then you have glass with glowstone underneath it for all the areas where it wasn't, to light up the entire floor of this thing. And I really, really love it. I really, really love it so, so much. And we're going to zoom right up here. And actually, we're just going to probably run right out the... I don't know why I did that. I don't really need to come back up here for anything, so we're going to kind of just zoom out here and fly up out of here. And let's show you guys the nether, so you can see how much has changed in the nether as well, because I have a couple other places I want to show you that I have to go through the nether to get to. And I just know this base. This base is very confusingly laid out because it was not planned ahead of time. It's just things keep being added onto it, so I have to... It just gets really confusing at times. I keep forgetting to show you guys this build over here, which I'm super proud of, and it's really pissing me off that I keep forgetting about it. So, this didn't ever used to be here. And I love, again, it's bleeding out the back here. This didn't ever used to be here. I just built this structure before I did the farm. This was the project I was working on beforehand. And I just, like, this is probably, in terms of, like, block complexity, in terms of placing blocks and stuff, this is probably one of the builds I'm the most proud of. I absolutely love the depth that is present within this. You got the turned stair block and then the other turned stair block right here. So you're just looking at, like, a little bit of depth in there. The different variations in the block textures. These are going to be covered at some point by something, I don't know what. And then you've just got bubble vaders and kelp just growing up in here so you can see them through all the windows when you go through this entire place. I love this. This is fully underwater. And you'll see we've got some sea pickles out there, out in the water. We've got some sea pickles out there creating a little bit of light for us. You can see our bridge supports out there in the distance. I want to show you guys those, as well as you see that hanging there. That is our conduit system that we have. Like I said, in terms of actual complexity, in terms of building, this is probably about as complex as any of my builds have ever gotten. I am so proud of this building. I think it looks super awesome, especially from outside, which I'm going to show you guys in just a moment here. When we get in here, and this room is a little bit narrower. There's just some glowstone hidden there. And this is just a little bit narrower and super tall. So you got these nice, big, picturesque windows here. Again, you got some sea pickles out there. Those are some glowstone out there just to create some additional light so it's not just sea pickled to death. And plus, glowstone creates a little bit more light anyway. I'm so, like, I cannot tell you how proud I am of these builds, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really can't. And then we're going to head further up. That's down. Up. Further up. This room is a reflection, and this is at water level, so you see the water line right here, like so. And it's about to be night again. I need to go back to... Well, I'm going to the nether anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. But this is a mirror of the room on the bottom floor. And then we go up, and this is where I was just killing those skeletons and those zombies earlier. Again, this is the top. I haven't finished the top of the building yet. You can see this. You can see bubbles up in those. Those are just there. They are not connected to the elevator system. At least not yet, because I don't think I'm going to build another floor to this building. I might match the bottom and put the same structure on the top as I did on the bottom. But let me show you guys this from the outside. I'm so proud of this. There we go. Look at this thing. I just love this build so much. Like, just like the depth of it. And of course you got the purple pillars running down there. I am so, so proud of this building. I just love... I think it's, like, easily probably the best structure I've ever built in Minecraft, at least aesthetically from the outside. Just, like, the varying depths that you get from all of the blocks and everything. I absolutely adore it. And then you got this nice overhang here, and again, you got, like I said, the sea pickles. And you can see in through these beautiful picture windows. I've dumped a ton of coral and seagrass all over the bottom there, you can see. I'm just super, super proud of it as a build. But let's get back in here. And let's go back down and let's take that nether portal. Because I got some stuff to show you guys in the nether yet. And I got some other projects I want to show you. Okay. We were having an issue with mobs spawning in here and making their way into the main base. That's why this was added. But I think I rectified it. I added some more lighting and stuff. Hopefully, anyway. Alrighty, so here we go. We are now in the same building. You'll recognize this bridge. That's still the same bridge as it was in the original world. I have not done anything else with it. But this is new. I built a much bigger building in here that I still have to decorate and do some stuff with. And this is our ice highway. Our ice highway, which I absolutely adore. Why don't I have an ender chest in here? Why is there no ender chest in here? You know what? Hang on. We're doing this. We're doing this right now. Why do I have no ender chest in here? Seems really short-sighted and kind of silly. We're going to do this. We're going to build an ender chest. I'm pretty sure I probably have some already crafted. Yes, I do. 12 of them. Jesus. I don't know why I don't have an ender chest in the room with the nether portal. That doesn't even make sense. Like, you got to gear up when you're in there. What if you got to gear up? You might need to, you know? I am super, super happy performance-wise compared to the last time I did this. So we're just going to stick this like somewhere like right, say here. And actually, because I want to get my bow, and we're going to stick the trident in here because I don't need it in the nether. Because we're going to have gas and stuff, and I don't want gas blowing me up and doing stuff. It's annoying. We got to refill our items here, obviously. But so this is our ice highway system. Glass panes topped with a nether brick roof. It's slabbed where you can get off of the highway, obviously. And then the rest of it is blocks, so you can't. You'll suffocate if you jump out of the boat when you're in it. And then it's a mixture of packed ice and then blue ice. Packed ice, blue ice. So you get the dotted lines on the highway kind of effect, which I really, really love. Not that you can really see it from outside, just because of the way the system has to be designed. It's kind of a pain in the ass. You know how these things work, guys. You know how they work. It just is what it is. So this, if you remember the nether portal that I showed you in the ocean temple, you see prismarine and prismarine bricks. I wonder where this goes. You know, this goes right back over to that other ocean temple right through there. And then this is the minecart system that Mandy used, obviously. That goes way over there now. Whoa! Whoa! Dude! Who do you think you are? You see that down there? That's where I fought the Wither. It was fun. I tried to trap him in an underground cave. He immediately escaped into the ocean and swam away. So, yeah, that was super exciting. But I've got something to show you down this way first. So let's go this way. We obviously need to continue extending the ice highway down in this direction. And this is kind of when I get bored in between projects, this is what I come back to. I just come back here and I just keep working. Oh, ouch, ouch. We're going to go down here to another nether portal that's down here. And this build, I am so proud of this build. I love this build so much. Look at this. What? Hang on. Wait. Sleeping again. I don't want it to start raining or precipitating in the game because the particle effects really mess with the framiness. So, alright. But I am super proud of this build. Look at this guy. You got an overgrown nether portal. Just all the leaves. I'd like to get some different leaf types in here, obviously, but just the leaves and the vines overgrowing the front of the nether portal and then overgrowing on the back here too. Just like so. I love this. And then this is a little drop down here, so you actually can't go backwards when you come out of the portal. And then the house. Just the house. It's super simple design. We've got like a little box up there in the window. Leaves and different vines and stuff like that covering everything. Some of it's stripped log, some of it's obviously just wood paneling. But it looks so nice. This is one of my builds I'm the most proud of. I had to come over here because this is a dark oak forest, and I just wanted to clear out blocks. I just needed dark oak saplings to do the tree farm. And again, we got some cobblestone, we got some diorite and stuff like that in the ground here. Just little different stone bits. And then obviously we just have a little house with just bits and bobs, little odds and ends going on in here. Nothing too important or anything like that. And of course an ender chest, because you need ender chests everywhere. You really do. So we're going to head back into the nether. Again, I know I keep mentioning this, but just vary up those block textures. You got andesite here, and then you've got cobblestone, and then these are cobblestone stairs. It just makes it just look lived in. It just tells a little bit of a story, I like to think, anyway. I absolutely love it. So now let's head back into our nether. There we go. So we are going to head back in the direction we came. There's a big nether fortress right there, but it's a nether fortress. You don't need to see it. You know what a nether fortress is. Or if you don't, if you're somebody who hasn't played Minecraft, like if you're checking this out after watching me, or listening to me, I should say, on like to like things, then nether fortress is basically where you go to find blazes, because you need blazes to make blaze powder, which you need to make a brewing stand and potions and all that kind of fun stuff, which is super fun. But now we're going to take the ice highway. This way, because I got a couple other things I got to show you guys. And you just travel so fast this way. That's why this is here. Like, look at how many freaking blocks I'm just chewing past. I got a couple things to show you here. Oh, there's a ghast right there. Of course there is. I got a couple things to show you guys here really quick. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to show off here. Ready? Famous last words, I know. Haha! Mid-air ghast hunting. I love it. Over a giant pool of lava. Get out of here, all of you. They're so annoying. But oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys the bridge platforms here. So check this out. This is the bridge, and this is pretty similar in the overworld. There's a couple little design differences I did in the main world instead of the nether, but I built these clamps. Basically, it's a clamp system. So there's a little clamp. It looks like it's a claw up there holding the bridge like so. Like up here like this. It's a clamp. And then you come down here, and then there's like a little base. And then this block structure is what you fill in the middle with. So if the ground is a variable height, like it is here, compared, of course, to down here, which is in the lava, and I built a little gravel platform on there, just dropped blocks down from above, then you can have the same bridge pillar system no matter what. You don't have to worry about redesigning anything, because you're basically just using this same system and just adding the variable heights in here. I love that. I actually think it looks really nice. And this one, obviously, up here is even shorter. Look how short this one is. It's like 10 blocks. It's like nothing. It's like nothing to it, man. And then over here, obviously, this is a blaze farm that I built here, because there's a blaze spawner in here, which you can see them in there, back in there. So you build a big box around the blaze spawner, so that way they cannot get out. And then we're going to float down here to where we have a nether portal. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, first of all, get rid of him. But then I saw the gas tiers and everything over here. We are totally collecting that. And obviously, more gunpowder. More gunpowder is never a bad thing. Even though we do have a working mob farm thanks to Mandy. So, you know, it's not like, oh my god, where are we going to get more stuff? Like, we do not have issues with anything. I'm not the proudest of this build. It's just kind of more function over form at this point. But, you know, let's jump in here and let's check this out. Now, this is something I am, again, super, super proud of. Can I get out? Where is the out? There it is. Oh, look at this nether portal. I am so proud of this. Like, it just looks like a hole got punched in the side of the mountain, and there's just that glow in there. And then you get to see there's andesite, there's stone, there's cobblestone, half slab stairs, like all this different stuff punched in here. Just like somebody, like I said, just literally punched a hole right in the side of the mountain. Like I said, I'm so proud of this. I love this. I think it looks really, really nice. And this over here is, I mean, I love these little lampposts. Love them. And then this little cabin, I built this here. I actually first came out here way, way long time ago in this game, looking for a desert I could strip mine. And that's basically what this is for. But this is just a little base of operations. Again, just bits and bobs here. There's nothing here, so don't worry about that. But then we've got one furnace here. We've got a little crafting table. Just a little tiny shack. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Because then over here, oh my god, flying sometimes is such a pain. There we go. This over here is our desert that we've been strip mining. Clearing of literally all of its sand. So this is just sandstone, obviously. This is how we make all of our concrete, all of our everything. Aw, cabin. Are you enjoying this Minecrafting, Andy? Even if you're not a big fan of the game, all I want to convey on my series is just how much I love Minecraft. That's all I want people to understand, is my passion for it and how much I love building in it. How amazing it is. And so there's a baby llama. This was where I wanted the skeleton farm to come out. And I need to fix this because this needs to be the entrance proper to this thing. So this is still also, I have so many projects under construction, guys. So many. So many. But there are two skeleton spawners basically within about 25 blocks of each other down here inside of this little cave system. And what that means, guys, is that I have a skeleton killing system right here. Inside of here, there's one skeleton spawner, and inside of here, there's another one. So my idea originally was to funnel all of them up into that building on the surface, and that's where all the skeletons were going to be. They were all going to be up there where you're going to be able to see them and do stuff with them and blah, 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 blah. That's too far away. You have to be within 15 blocks of the spawner for them to spawn mobs. This right here is about 12 blocks in between each one. So both of them activate, and then they will funnel into water streams, and all of them get pushed right into this killing chamber, where I can just sit here and just massacre skeletons all day. And they will just keep coming. Just keep on coming. This is a great way to get XP, a great bones, forget it. If you want to use bone blocks for anything, this is how you build a bone farm, I should say. I got a little item disposal system so I can get rid of stupid things like bows and like leather. Like, why are we keeping this stuff even? Arrows even. Like, we don't even really need this stuff, but we have it. But we have it. You know what it is? It's just one of those things. Here we go. Let's see. They're kind of slow to spawn right now, I'm noticing. But you can see there's hoppers in there. There's ice and then there's hoppers. You can just see they just float, and they can't see me because of the way the blocks are structured. This is on a half slab right here, and there's a slab right there, and there's a full block right there. So I can just kind of squeeze underneath here, and I just have this little killing chamber. And like sometimes they spawn like 4 at a time inside of the thing, and you could hear the water streams activating in the background. They're right there. Another one right there, and those are all skeletons getting pushed into the filtration system to get pushed into this farm. I mean, just look at how many just spawned in that time while I was just explaining the farm and the way that it works right there. How many of them just freaking spawned? And I do not need bows at all. I mean, I guess bows are good for one thing. They're good for, like, if you want to build dispensers. Like, they are good for that if you want to just use them for that. But otherwise, bows are super useless to us. But all these bones, especially, that's bone blocks. And bone blocks, I want to build something out of bone blocks. Like, I'd love to build, like, a big, like, fossil out of bone blocks. I think it would be really, really cool. But I don't need to be in here anymore, so let's get out of here. So they stop spawning. What else haven't I showed you guys? I think the only other thing to really show you guys is Mandy's little place, where Mandy is working on her hole in the ground. Boop. And we're going to fly right up over the mountain here, right back down here into our portal. Boop. I love this portal. This is probably the portal I'm still proudest of, although I am pretty proud of all of my nether portals so far because I think all of them are pretty badass. I just want to make them, like, not just be the little blocky thing, and there's so many great ways that I've seen over the years how hiding nether portals. There we go. So we need to go back into our ice highway just like so. And then we're going to continue this way. You see, I've got some of these little areas where you can get off of the ice highway, and this is not finished. We're going to get down here to a certain point, and you're going to see that it is not done, lamentably. But it is what it is. We'll get there. And, oh God, why is he there? Why is he there? No. We're going to fix this right now. We're going to fix this right now. Because this guy shot at me last time I was in here, going through here. Oh, man, what a hit. I don't know how I snaked that arrow over the top of the glass like that, but I'm going to take it. Yeah, bitch. We got to get the top on this thing so that way they can't see us. Because oh, God damn it. For real. That thing went so far away. Come on now. Oh, wrong way. This way. Here we go. Because, yeah, this happened to me last time I was here, or it happened to Mandy, or one of us. I can't remember. Yeah, you're dead. Go away. Stupid ghasts. And we're going to get right over here all the way to the end, and we're going to go check out the creeper farm, the mob farm that Mandy built first, because it is awesome. She found a tutorial online for it. I don't remember where she said, but basically on YouTube somewhere she found a tutorial for it. And this should be stopping right about now, because there's a boat on the track. There is always a boat on the track. Stick this guy over there, and we're actually going to break this. We're going to get it right out of here. Nope. Give it. Give. So, alright, so let's go down here to see this here. So this is the mob farm. This is how we get to the creeper farm. And I can AFK here overnight, and we get several stacks of gunpowder out of it. You get other loot drops from other mobs too. It's not just a creeper farm. But that's primarily why she built it, was so we could have gunpowder to build rockets. We've got a sugarcane farm, so we've got an infinite supply of frickin' that kind of stuff. And you can just see we just have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just going to stick that right in there. Rotten flesh from zombies. There's netherrack in here for some reason. Okay, whatever. This is Mandy built this, so this is not the best, like in terms of like a hopper chain or anything, but it is what it is. I mean one of these days to come over here and kind of doll it up for her, dress it up for her, but I just never have. So basically what you do is you come up here and you just stand in this room here, and what happens is that mob farm up there, all the mobs spawn, and you'll probably just be able to see mobs falling down if you just watch here. They spawn up top, and then they just fall down, and they fall down. They take fall damage, and they die. They take fall damage, and they die. They take fall damage, and they die. Over and over and over and over again. And look at the position on the coordinates. Minus 7,600, 13,000. It's crazy. It's crazy how far away she built this from everything. But you can't touch the ground, I guess. It's something about the way bedrock spawn radiuses work. She told me about it once, and I forgot what she said. But you can't actually touch the ground, like the ground down below, because then everything will spawn in like caves and stuff down below. So she built this big pillar up here, and way over here, I actually slabbed this. She had that wide open. You actually heard something else die in there. More creepers, because there's way more gunpowder in there now. One of these days, I'm going to make this functional, so you can actually like come in here if you want to, and you can murder things with your sword if you want to. See, there goes another creeper. But yeah, it works excellently. She did a super great job on it, so thank you, Mandy. That's awesome. Really, really love it. And now we're going to head over to her woodland mansion, I guess. We'll show you the woodland mansion where she's building her big hole. Somebody's like moving stuff past my sliding glass door over there, and I keep looking over there like, what the hell's going on? I keep seeing people go back and forth. So confused. Let's see, what do I have in here? Oh. Now I keep getting all these amazing messages on my phone. They make me feel really wonderful. And we have just random... This is all Mandy's stuff over here. This is all... she found a woodland mansion over here. She converted it, and she's converting it over into her base. Over here, the only thing I did, I built this for her, which is kind of a mini little super smelter. But I don't. Does she even have? I don't even know if she has fuel left in these things. Probably not. But yeah, then we can go out here, and we can just build. What the hell? And this is Mandy's hole that she's digging, man. She has not played in a while because there is no progress on this since last time I was here. Yeah, they have not played in a while for whatever reason. I'm going to have to talk to them and find out what the hell they've been up to. But yeah, she's just digging this big hole. I think she wants to build like a giant basin aquarium in there or something like that. Who knows? It's just in... I come over here sometimes if I'm, you know, bored and I kind of want to break from a project because we've got a beacon with haste 2 over here. You can see the little pickaxe there in the corner of the screen. And basically that means, I mean, I'll just show you what it means because it means the greatest freaking thing ever. You just literally go through stone like it's butter. It's just, and this, I think this pickaxe probably only has efficiency 4 on it, right? Yep. So if you have an efficiency 5 pickaxe, it's even better. I don't have that one on me right now though. I have the efficiency 4 because this is the silk touch one, I think. Yes, it is because I'm collecting stone. Yeah, neither one of them has played in a while. I'm gonna have to find out what the hell they've been up to. I haven't seen them in a little while either. Haven't been down there. They don't live too far from me, so I can go see them if I want to. But that is, guys, that's pretty much. Oops. Open the door, close the door, open the door, close the door, open the door, close the door. I gotta build Mandy a nice nether portal in here, I think. That'd be a cool project I'll undertake for her one of these days. I'll build her like a really cool nether portal. So she'll have something really, really cool. So we're gonna head back to the main base, guys. And that is pretty much it for the world tour. For episode 0 here. I kind of, like I said, I kind of wanted to restart this Minecraft series. I think I'm still gonna leave my episode 1 and 2 up, though. I think the framiness isn't as bad in those because I did tweak some settings after that first stream. And it's not as bad, but it's still bad enough. It's still bad enough to be annoying to me. And who knows what this realm is going to look like in another couple of months or however long. I want to stream, so I want to talk stream schedule with you guys a little bit. I want to stream at least 3 times a week. Like, that's my goal, is to stream like 3 times a week. Right now. I don't know what days, probably Tuesdays and Thursdays, most likely. But that also depends on if I'm going to the movies on Thursdays or whatever else the case may be. So I really got to think hard on the stream schedule. At least Sundays and Tuesdays for right now are definitely guaranteed stream days. Maybe I can fold Mondays into that as well because we usually don't record Epic Film Guys until Monday nights. So maybe I can put that in there as well. I'm actually going to take this boat right off of this track as well. Make all the obstacles go away for a change. Boat box right there. So yeah, so Sundays and Thursdays. Tomorrow I probably will stream some. I'm not sure what or when or whatever the case may be. But now we are back in the world here. We're back in the you know, my original world here. And oh, I'm gonna shh. Don't tell anyone. What I'm about to show you is top secret. Shh. Oh, there's so much redstone wasted in this system. There are redstone blocks behind all of these because we just have a ton of it. And I definitely plan on it, Andy. Thank you so much. So I got to change this out for levers eventually, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. And we just got a little box in here, but we just got some vines. It's a little vine farm in here. It's also a slime farm because slimes will spawn in here. Not now, obviously. And then I've got a little staging area. So I can come in here and we just have island building supplies. So this is for stuff for building buildings on the island. Projects that are in stages of completion. Just a bunch of collections of stuff. Overworld bridge supplies. That's all these right here, guys. That's those. Nether bridge supplies. That's all this stuff right here, guys. And then this is obviously for other projects and stuff. Just staging areas so I can just put my shulker boxes and just stick them somewhere where I just have the stuff ready. If I want to go work on a project, I just come in here and I just grab stuff. And I can just run off with it. You know how it is? You know how that goes? It's just absolutely, absolutely amazing. I love this world. I love this game. I invest so much of my time. Like, seriously, I watch like probably half of the hermits at this point in Hermitcraft. I'm watching them on Twitch all the time. Like, literally, I can't even emphasize to you how much I just absolutely love watching Minecraft. Like, I love watching amazing builders build in Minecraft. I think there's absolutely nothing like it. And it's absolutely wonderful. I got to get a little shortcut in there so I can do that live and not have to have this look so janky when I do it, because I got to mouse out to this. I got to do this. I got to do such a pain. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to combine some melons here before we say goodbye. Let's actually take all this stuff out of here. Let's feed all this stuff into its respective boxes. Again, look at all these shulker boxes full of sugarcane. Why? Because you can. Because it's Minecraft. Minecraft, the whole point of Minecraft is because you can. Why are you doing that? Because I can. Like, seriously, that's the entire point. I can make a sweetberry farm. If I could get some foxes here, I can make a sweetberry farm. So let's throw our melons in there. We're going to throw our pumpkins down in this box. I have fresh pumpkin in the freezer from last year, and I bought my stuff to make homemade pumpkin pie today. I'm so excited. It's also going to be like the first sugar I've tasted in like 4.5 months, so it's probably going to taste like the best thing I've ever eaten. It's going to be really good. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And one of these brewing potion ingredient things goes in here. There we go. And we've got some stone we can ditch. And this is kind of, I just do this like once or twice a day when I play. Like, just come in here and just toss this stuff into its respective little homes. Oh, the bunny in the box. Put the bunny in the box. And again, accidental squid farm. None of that was collected intentionally. It's Emily Porkchop from The Story Behind. But yeah, so this is our little storage room, and this is the, like I said, this is pretty much it for the video. So the thing that's frustrating to me is I can't make this go any better. Like, I can't hit F5 on my keyboard because it doesn't do anything. I have to hit it on the laptop manually, which doesn't make any sense to me. So I gotta like figure out why that is, and also why I can't really get much closer to my face in this. Maybe that's just a limitation of Bedrock or something like that. I absolutely do not know, but it's just kind of one of those things where, you know how it is. But ladies and gentlemen, I am going to pretty much call the game there, and we're going to say goodbye. We're going to call the stream there because I am starving, and I've got some people to text. So I am going to get off of here, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed the stream. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, please subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new stream, a new video. I would really, really, really appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're over on Twitch, subscribe, follow the channel. I would really, really appreciate it as well. Check out the Epic Film Guys podcast right there. Check it out every Monday and Thursday on the podcatcher of your choice. You can literally find us everywhere under the sun. I promise we are everywhere. We are giant, giant, giant pod horse. And I just love every single one of you out there, whether this is your first time, whether you've been a continuing watcher, or you're a listener of EFG, whatever the case is. Thank you so, so much for being here, for checking out the stream, and for enjoying this introduction to my Minecraft realm. I thank you all so, so much out there for watching. We're going to fade up some underwater beats here, and I hope that y'all have an amazing day. Peace.